G'day legends and welcome back to our Formula 1 World's Worst F1 team here with Formula 69. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. We've actually got an invitational event here at Circuit Zandvoort or something like that. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that, so that's my best attempt. It's going to give us 1,000 acclaim and 150 grand. It is a checkpoint challenge. So we're just going to go to the invitational. Now, depending on how long this takes, we also have the Chinese Grand Prix, but we might have to save that for another episode. I'm not exactly sure. So, right. Fair enough. Oh, I'm wearing a grey top, so it's blending in with the Ferris wheel. That's funny. My invisibility cloak is working well in certain situations. Alright, so what have we got here? I get the Red Bull racing car from a rolling start, race around the track to cover the target distance before time runs out. Additional time is added to your limit with each checkpoint crossed. Okay.
The way I do about anyone but you. If I were to lose you now, I don't know what I might do. You're in all of my dreams, whether I'm awake or I'm asleep. My love ain't going anywhere, babe, I'm in this way too deep.
Alright, so we now have 5 days before the Chinese Grand Prix. So, activities. I have a sponsor advertisement all the way up until... Okay, so everything's already locked in, so I should just advance time to the Chinese Grand Prix. Alright, so practice number 1 here at the Chinese Grand Prix. In fact, I feel like I know that we went from here to here in the previous race. So now we need to take ourselves from here and go in a direction that goes that way. Up, in case anybody wasn't aware of what that means. Or what that means, you know. Either one. So, yeah. Let's, I might talk a little bit less in this one and, I don't know, focus more on driving. Invisibility mode activated again. I'm the invisible man. Oh, I'm the invisible man. Oh, incredible how I can't drive a fucking Formula 1 car properly. Well, my brakes didn't work, so that's always good.
is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One.
Alright, qualifying time again. Chinese Grand Prix. In the practice session, we were setting the fastest time. So I can only hope that we can continue that form and set the fastest time here during one-shot qualifying. We've got to really make amends for last race. I mean, the fact that we had to retire from the race, which means we had a DNF, which means we got no points, which means we fell back down to 6th place in the standings. I mean, I know that weighs up to world's worst F1 team, absolutely, which is what we are, or what I thought we would be. But, yeah, I mean, now that I've seen that I might be able to actually, win a race here and there, I'd rather try and do that, if that makes sense. Anyway, enough bullshit, let's get into this. Here we fucking go! That wasn't very good.
Fantastic. You've got pole.
Never mind, it was very good. Pole position. Who'd have thought? So, now, it's my race to lose. No pressure.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai.
Might be me. Might also not be me.
We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles an hour, with DRS assisting the cars down the back straight before they brake into the sharp hairpin at turn 14. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the comment. With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. The rookie lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Bottas, Vettel, Max Verstappen, and Leclerc, Ricciardo, Albon, Sainz, and Lando Norris, Stroll, Perez, Daniel Kvyat, and Ocon, Magnussen, Russell, Pierre Gasly, and Roman Grosjean, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Latifi, and Louis Delatraz.
Oh good, our teammate is
with
last.
lights
Fantastic.
out, just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Let's focus now for the rest of the race.
Let's make a run together, I'll be by your side before we collide. And if the sky falls down on you, just beat it up before we collide. Let's make it last forever, I'm ready to fly before we collide. And when the sun don't shine on you, just heat it up before we collide.
Face numbers.
Let's make a run together, I'll be by your side before we collide. And if the sky falls down on you, just beat it up before we collide. Let's make it last forever, I'm ready to fly before we collide. And when the sun don't shine on you, just heat it up before we collide. smallest piece that we need when we're broken or lost. The moments that just passed us by, when we go blinded by what makes us die, could be vague, just a blink of a moment, and it's gone. We keep falling down until we start to tear, but we can still be strong. So wipe out all your tears when words die, when we're falling apart. Hold your hand when my heart is. Get me high when we fight all the time. Just show me we're home is. When words die, when we're falling apart. Hold your hand when my heart is. Get me high when we fight all the time. Just show me we're home is. Show me we're home is. Show me we're home is. Show me where home is. When words die, get me high. Show me where home is. You feel alone by yourself, about to give up, but I won't. When the world falls away and you feel caught, I'll be there. When nothing really seems to move us forward, hold on. You feel alone by yourself, about to give up, but I won't. We keep falling down until we start to tear, but we can still be strong. So wipe out all your tears when words die, when we're falling apart. Hold your hand when my heart is. Get me high when we fight all the time. Just show me we're home is. When words die, when we're falling apart. Hold your hand when my heart is. Get me high when we fight all the time. Just show me we're home is. Show me we're home is. Show me we're home is. When words die, get me high when we fight all the time. Just show me we're home is. I've got issues, 'cause I fell in love with you. Doesn't make sense, but it's true. I can't help myself, gotta get help, 'cause I can't deal with my issues. Make me feel alive, but confused. Should've spent more time on you, 'cause I know that you hurt. Leave me in the dirt, gonna leave me with my head.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. Great job, you've done everything we wanted today.
Comes your top 3 making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One. Has had on the driver's standings. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Well, for me, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. The multiple world champion may be the boring choice at this point, but you can't argue that he's a driver deserving of his reputation.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't...
Huh. Back into third. First place. This is good. This is good. How did our teammate go, though? That's the question. He went up 2 positions. Right. Over a minute and a half slower than I was. We're both in the same cars. That's... I might need to find a new teammate next year. If this continues. Well, legends and ladies and gentlemen of the highest regard, that does bring us to the end of another video of the world's worst Formula One team that now is 2 wins from 4 races. So that makes us halfway the worst Formula One team in the world, I guess. So I'm full of shit, basically, is what I'm saying. So anyway, from the world's most full of shit driver and shit driver, thank you for watching. It has been a pleasure having you along. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I did making this video. This is a series that I really quite enjoy watching. Series I quite enjoy watching. It's a cities I quite enjoy watching. Oh, the English language is, I'm really pulling out all the stocks right now. What I'm trying to say is I'm fucking off now, and you guys rock.
Leave me with my head.